Hello everyone, this is Siliang Fu from Harvard University Graduate School of Design. I'm going to present my urban design proposal for the 5th scale BikePark area in Leer. My design is based on an already made plan to renovate the former 5th steel factory to the east of Leer's city center, including multiple residential, institutional, and public programs. Before we look into the site itself, let's start with looking at a bigger landscape. Even though really close to the city center, the 5th area has been inactivated for many years due to a gap of railways that separates it from the city center. On the other side of the gap is a former Saint-Xavier railway station that has been abandoned for years with a big piece of empty land. And there seems to be a great potential to connect it to the 5th area over the railway gap and have both sides activated. But how should we link them? To answer this question, let's refer to the urban context again. In the multiple systems of local transportation in Leer, train, metro, tram, car, bike, and walk, bike is obviously the most recommended way of traffic. And a network of bike lanes and a bike share program, VLeer, has been well established in most part of the city. But it is exactly the two sides, 5th and Saint-Xavier, that has been blocked out from the network. So here is a possible answer to this previous question: to impose an elevated highway system for bikes that connects the two sides of the site. Considering the scale of the site as well as the quality of environment, bike is definitely a much better choice to access this area than either vehicles or walking. More than just a new urban landing and a piece of new infrastructure, what really proposed here is actually a new living standard and a new lifestyle, to encourage the use of bikes and to maximize the convenience and accessibility of bikes. It is likely that you can even bike right from your kitchen into the supermarket here. First of all, a new metro station on the Red Line is suggested at Saint-Xavier, considering the demand in the future. Then the elevated bike highway is proposed to go across the railway and link the whole area, including the two metro stations. Along the bike highway, local bike lanes are extended to merge with the existing bike lane system. Additional facilities are located across the site, including bike rental, parking, service, as well as apartments, retails, and recreational facilities designed especially for cyclists. Programmatically, the whole site is divided into 3 districts: the Saint-Xavier Art District, the biking system, and the 5th Cultural District. And based on the renovation of existing buildings, highly mixed new programs are introduced into the site and unified by the bike highway system. With multiple layers of space and infrastructure, the site was occupied efficiently in a 3-dimensional way. It is also important that the new landscape is well integrated with the existing landscape network in the urban context to create a continuous system of open space. With the emphasis on different urban functions, all the 3 parts are mixed-use and includes residential, public, and green space in each of them. Those programs not only bring dynamics into the community, but also help merge the site into the urban context, especially when the bike highway and the new bike lanes have made the access so much easier. The Saint-Xavier area will be redeveloped into an art district. with art galleries already renovated in the north part. The big blocks in the center are mainly reserved for future development for museums, and can be currently occupied for open market with a transformable lightweight canopy. In the south is an art Soho community with apartments and studios for both artists and general public, and a garden of vertical farms where citizens can participate to grow plants and food with the newest soilless culture techniques. Between the elevated metro line and the railway is a new biking complex. It is a new concept of building complex that is based on the logic of biking, where residential towers and shopping malls are connected by bike ramps extended from the bike highway, so people can move around by bike without being disturbed by ground traffic. In the biking style apartment towers, residents can ride bike right to their apartment doors, either with the bike ramps or elevators adapted specially for bike riders. Residents here will enjoy access easily to the city center thanks to the bike highway system, and the density here will make it quite affordable for them. In the fifth area, the structure of these old factory buildings are preserved as much as possible with necessary reinforcements. New structures are mostly either inside the old skin or elevated above the roof. Two indoor streets with retail programs are created along two workshop spaces, and an atrium is opened in between the two streets. Part of the old roof are turned into a green roofscape. Other programs as originally planned are also included. With all these highly mixed programs distributed in such a large-scale landscape, the bike highway works as a backbone that linked not only all the facilities inside the community, but more importantly, reconnects the underdeveloped area back to the city, and redistributed the dynamics of the urban space. Not only the residents in the community, any visitors can also enjoy the convenience of the bike highway and bike parks, no matter if they are coming here as a destination or just passing by to the other side of the city. No matter if they are using their own bike or just came here to grab a shared one. Anyone can be part of this community. With all this uniqueness, it is very likely that the bike highway itself will become an attraction to the city and provide new urban experience for the visitors. By this mean, the bike highway is no longer just a piece of infrastructure, but more of a manifesto and a monument that represents our attitude towards the future of our city. And biking is also no longer just a way to move. It is a lifestyle that's convenient, efficient, and sustainable. Thank you.